Hello. Welcome to part whatever of PS4 Minecraft whatever. Okay. I'm back. Oh. I just don't understand why the wheat at the very end is not growing. It bothers me. But I do need to harvest it now, because I am going to be hungry soon. Let's just turn this into oak logs, oak planks, I mean. I don't know why I didn't go over here, honestly. Just didn't want to. This is probably the most efficient way of going about it. I just don't like keeping my back turned to sources of shadow. It sounds very occult, but I meant literally shadow sources. Okay. What am I tossing? I could toss these. Not what I meant to do. I'm so glad they can't go through doors. No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh my god. Whew, 43 bread. I want a fletching table. Whatever. Well, now that I've made all I've harvested, I should really back up because it would be annoying to have to do that over again. It certainly would. I'll plant seeds later. My god, it's a mess. One stack. I just realized I never got bone meal for this. Never got it. Where did it go? Did it go into the wall? Oh boy, okay. Oops. Just thinking, and again, I just don't have the energy to do all of that mining right now. So, I'm trying to just work with what I have. I have no choice. Mm-hmm. Didn't want to do this, but it can't be helped. working in reverse order right now, so it's pretty tedious. Very tedious. Actually, alright, the way I did it before was a little different. It's gonna be a disaster trying to do that here, because I'm too close to the ground. I'll get blown up by creepers. At any rate. And really, there should be... There should be an upstairs portion here too. We'll see. Let me get rid of this for now because it's just going to confuse me. So... Because I have no choice. It won't be too hard. See how dangerous this is? Okay. Um... Hmm... I know what I'll do. And then the inside will just be, or maybe it can just be this big. Yeah, let's try that. So this will be, yeah, that looks right. And now it's starting to come together. Well, yeah, it's just a different look. I don't know if I like it. We shall see. Does that look justified at all? I mean, not really. That this whole thing being supported by just that, no, that does not look justified. It would have to be, I think, a little larger for it to make sense. It looks like it should work, but it doesn't. So makes sense too, because 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever, I'll just put this here for now. just doing that to comfortably access the underside. Yeah, this seems like it'll make more sense. I definitely can't push it out any further in either direction, but it seems like this will be more justified. And then, right, in this case, I'll be able to do one of these. And hopefully that'll look a little bit more justified. If not, I might abandon this entire little notion here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna be one shy. Oh. That's extremely jarring. I suppose I don't need those to be, I'll just do this for now. It matches anyway. Dangerous. I guess that works. I'm not very passionate about the idea, honestly. So in theory, I could put 2 windows on either side of this. If I wanted to do that, I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I don't like that we can see it, honestly. So I might just plug those up. I just don't want that to be seen. Let's see what this looks like. It really, I would really only know from a little farther away, honestly. Yeah, it looks okay. It looks okay. Looks quite nice, actually. I just don't like the way this looks anymore. Maybe I'll just extend this out into the trees. I mean, it's close enough anyway. In this direction, maybe. No. Wait. No, that would be kind of cool, actually. Because it's the same level. That is kind of cool. I like that. Oh, I'm so glad I did this, actually. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. I love that. I'm so glad I did this. In that case, I suppose I don't need this window here. I could just add more doors here if I wanted to. And it'll add some interest, I guess. I don't know if this is gonna look right here. It definitely does not. And I don't have the wood necessary to make right on that right now. Anyways, I think that was an excellent choice. there was no other way the third floor was gonna lead anywhere. Like, I had to do it. I had to double this. I had literally no choice. Strange. Oh, right. Okay. That is a tad confusing. So, okay, I'll just... Honestly, I'll just put a torch in here. Free lighting. Free recess lighting. Easy. And then, I suppose... See, this is why this pays off, because this is a cool look. The balconies, the cascading balconies is a really, really cool look. I like that a lot. That's why this is going to become worth it, because it's a really cool look. And I haven't even begun on the second wing yet. The second wing will probably make this really, really extravagant. I wish there was an easier way to farm trees, though. Not gonna lie. Be right back. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, I just don't feel like mining. I wish I could just poof the wood. I know it's called creative mode, but no, I don't want to do that. That's ugly. I don't want to do creative. I could definitely put a cool window here. Nice little window here for sure. Yeah. Window here. I wish I didn't have to mine. That's like saying, I wish I didn't have to work to earn money. I wish I didn't have to earn money. I wish the money just appeared in my checkings account. So basically, actually I'm gonna keep my mouth shut at this time. Alright, let me back this up real quick. Okay. I thought it said spit in water to swim. Spit in the water to swim. That sounds like an old Western expression, like spit in the water, son. What the fuck? What the hell? Oh. Byakugan? Good to know there's a lot of cave systems somewhat nearby, I guess. Thank you for that. The burden of truth. This is what Neji must have seen. That's why he chose to take that splinter. He wasn't killed by that splinter. He chose to take it because he saw too much. He saw too much. Yeah, this is cool, actually. This is very nice. I like that a lot. I swore I wasn't going to build into the trees, but I'll make just an exception. Good. Now, do the bees actually attack me? No. I guess it's possible that they just happen to fly out of the hive at a bad time. Huh. Just in the path of my axe in a way I couldn't see. So glad I decided to come all the way over here. Well, oh. If that's the case, I'll just get rid of the hive now. So it's not in my way later. They follow. They follow. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I mean, obviously they follow. I meant like at long range. Oh, we have a bee now. Hi, bee. You chill? Oh boy. The bee spawn rates are actually kind of insane in console Minecraft. It must happen 3 or 4 times more frequently than on PC. Remember how difficult it was to force a bee spawn in a field of flowers. And meanwhile, it's just happening constantly in areas with no flowers. Excuse me. I mean, bless me. What was that? That must be how it happened before. Flew out in a way that I couldn't see in front of the path of my axe. I should really just add a ceiling so that super trees can't grow, because this is just a little bit tiring, honestly. Or maybe I should just let the super trees grow until there's no more room for super trees to grow anymore. You know what I mean? Like mine the trunks and nothing else beyond that vertical 4 or 5 blocks. You know what I mean? Why don't I just do that? Oh, it's a cow. I thought it was a skeleton. Yeah, why don't I just do that, honestly? Don't worry, I have plenty of iron. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this seems like the name of the game. Ignore the canopies. Just farm the trunks. Eventually they will stop growing into super trees. Unless they can actually penetrate. The leaves. I was thinking about that. I know I just said I wasn't going to do this, but when I see the wood, I want to so badly. Oh, man, I'm glad that wasn't a creeper. Alright, well, this can't stay here forever, so I will just get rid of it now. Sure, let's waste all of our apples. Why not? Oh, that's so cute. I wouldn't mind me when I talk. I wouldn't mind a hive here, actually. It'd be cute at this scale. Because it's intimate here in this little compound. Intimate compound. Oxymoronic. Oh, yeah, the phantoms. Alright. Yeah, it's like pretty much tap out at 3 stacks. Because I just can't stand getting more. Alright, so a window will definitely go here. For sure. Isn't that nice? See? If I wanted to, I could add a little balcony right off of this. It would fall in line with my other proportions. One. Whoops, not like that. Let me get rid of these for now. I meant like... I meant like this. One. And it won't look weird. It shouldn't, at least. It might. Yeah. I'll tentatively keep that one. I think it's a cute idea. I had some interest on this side. It's interesting. Maybe not actually. Feels a tad too exposed. Because I'm going to have to... At any rate, I don't really give a shit. Well... I do foresee a hallway going here and wrapping around. This right here, oh yes, this is most definitely going to go like this. Let me think here. Okay, so it would be yeah. And then I'll just carry that up. Isn't that nice? Just like over here. Oh, that's very nice. So you'll see it twice going up. That's actually really nice. Hello? Okay, I was wondering why that wasn't working. Now I may dormer this out. We'll see how it goes, but for now, I'll just close this just so you can see. Isn't that nice? When I say dormer it out, I mean I might bring this up into the ceiling and put a dormer on top of that. But right now I just want to box that in. Yeah, this is honestly really cool. And when this is all closed and the lights are on, it's gonna look sick. I don't know about this part, honestly. I thought it made sense, and I'm like, I'm not sure. I sort of like this just being a window, honestly. Yeah, if I took out that wall, I would take away a lot of the contrast. This is much better than doing that. I kind of want to accentuate these. I want to accentuate the path leading to the door, I mean. See what I mean? So for now, I'm actually just gonna remove those. I think that's nicer. And I'm gonna remove actually this. I don't think it's needed. I think this is, it accentuates the path and it doesn't make it look too crowded. I think this is fine. Also matches, so now it's in thirds. This is such a nice area, anything could go here, honestly. Could put any sort of nook here. One second. Okay. Oh, it's late. I'm a bad boy. At least I'm enjoying this game. This is so nice. Oh my gosh. It's unbeatable. Like, anyway. And this going into the second wing is also so perfect. It's so, just the orientation of it is so perfect. I'm not really sure about this. There has to be a function here. I'm thinking maybe a staircase leading down, but I don't know. Hmm. We'll see. It's loud. Jeez. He went right in my line of sight. That's really icky. Because the game was trying to get me to provoke him. Just evaluating whether I want to just throw a whole way across here. I don't know. I just feel like this is a lot of space in this direction. Second story wise, that's not being used. It should be used. Like, if I don't do that, then this is just going to be a big old ceiling, and this is just going to be a big old ceiling. Alright, let's do it. If I don't like it, I can always... I didn't like that at all. Okay. I'll see how I feel. With this across, I may know the answer right now as to what I want to do with this. Because if I don't like the way that looks, that bar across, yeah, I mean, this is just not realistic because if I wrap that around, it's just going to be a completely exposed wall. That's very awkward. In my opinion. Well, for shits and giggles, let me just do it. See how I feel about it. I could always remove it. It's not a big deal. And I have the resources now to do this, so... I would have to close all of this space. Oh, unless I just turn this into a room. That's an option. And that would completely close this off. yeah, if I just turn this into a room, then this would sort of be justified because you just have the big ceiling here, and then you'd have a room here. But having no second story rooms in this direction made no sense to me. Alright. Well, I know one thing. Either this section is going to be a hallway or it's going to be a room, but it seems as of now that it is going to be closed either way. So I will close it. Certainly makes this easier to visualize. I will obviously be closing it because why would you have a window just facing the rest of the house? It makes no sense. This should be closed. This more than likely will be open. I don't know about that actually. This doesn't look bad actually because of the framing. So it doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to look. Just turn this into oak planks, slabs for now. This is interesting. When you're on the second story, you can see through that feature. Comes full circle. Well, obviously it would, but now I want to see if I can somehow make the most of that. I don't know how I can. I was thinking of having a little room here and then opening it up here. I feel like that would be weird though. Not a very intelligent use of space. Why would you do that? You know, it would just be a box, a tall box going all the way up. Like, what would the point of that be? It wouldn't make sense to me. Like, no. Same thing over here. Solid so you don't see the sinew of the house. Sometimes sinew is nice, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you want to see someone's insides and then sometimes you don't. Time and place. Okay, I could do 2 panoramic windows here. I mean, 1 and 2. I'm tempted to just frame it with oak fence. I mean, fill it with oak fence so you have that big view. But it's tempting, isn't it? Just to fill it with oak fence. But then that would take away from this. These are vertical pieces that are special. Yeah. Let's save that for only certain features. And I could always change this later if I wanted to, or at any time. I'll have 2 oak trapdoors remaining after this. I don't think anything would ever spawn on top of a tree. But just in case, let me close these. This too. God forbid a creeper just spawned out there. I don't need to close these. I'll keep this closed, I guess. Oh. So satisfying. So good. Over here, same thing. I don't see why I would put a window here. We're sort of nestled in here. I don't see why I'd put a window there. I just don't think it would work. I suppose if I wanted to, I could reference this here and not make a wall with two windows, but just divide the panels into. Or I could just make it bare. No. Well, let me go here and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, for sure. 'Cause, yeah. This is gonna be so sick when I install all the roofs. It's gonna be so sick. It already looks sick, honestly. That looks sick. I may be able to increase this too. Oh, maybe I could put trapdoors here over these parts. That'd be kind of cute. Yeah, let me do that instead. Yeah, I think that would be so cute. Mm-hmm. I think it's a really good idea because it showcases the tree more. It's not so transparent that it feels creepy, but it just showcases the tree more. All right, how am I gonna... Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Nope. Perfect. Isn't that cute? Because it's not so open that it feels exposed, but it's enough so that you can see the other dimensions of the tree. Like it wraps around the tree. Yeah, I think it's a very nice idea, honestly. So, 1, 2, 3, and then we got, let's do 4 and 5. How about this? Nice. Cute. Cute. I like it a lot. And again, it works out so nicely. I don't know what that's gonna be, but presumably that's gonna be wall. That's so lit. I wouldn't extend it. I mean, I suppose I could just box this whole thing out. It really depends what I want to do here. I could just push this whole thing out here, but I like how it frames this at this time, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Yeah, massive progress today. But I will be signing off for now, as I am tired. Whoops. Alright. See y'all later. Good night. Hello. Awkward.